What up? What up? What up? Happy Monday morning to you all. Hope you all have a great week. I'm back with my regularly scheduled Monday live. Go looking out for everybody that's tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed the Super Bowl. Had a great weekend. Baby Crazy, what's up, man? Lisa Jackson, I clicked in a hurry. Looking like Prince. What up, Kev? You were right. The Niners choking. Yeah, I was wrong as much as I was right because, I say the black quarterbacks always choke. I say Andy Reid is the worst. Said the Chiefs don't have no defense. The only thing I was right about, I told you guys, the 49er defense was trash. 49er defense was overrated. It's about the only thing I got right. But it's the way the cookie crumble. We enjoy that Bebop series 100%. Super Bowl was boring, man. Super Bowl didn't get good to the fourth quarter. I was falling asleep the whole Super Bowl, sitting up, falling asleep. Until the fourth quarter, it got real good. I know. What up, 1200? Man, can somebody answer this question for this brother? I don't have the win for it right now. So we got Watergate, we got Big U, still got Killer Martin to work on. I still got more videos to come, y'all. It ain't over. It ain't over, y'all. We're looking out, man. Good looking out. Anonymous American, great looking out, man. Appreciate it. Big U close to March because of the Nipsey anniversary. I agree, but the video is so good and well anticipated. I don't know if I could wait till March. We got something special lined up for March already anyway. But I got to get to Mark 7 this month, the graffiti one. So I got to hurry up and get to that now. The last few months went so fast, it's time for his video. DJ Vegas, good looking out, man. Appreciate it. Anonymous America said, you want videos? Break yourself, damn it. Maniac versus Mac heads was cool, yeah. So I want to start doing that more often. I want to write down my questions ahead of time and get some theme music and get my Hennessy ready and have a great time with it. What up, Monique? How you doing? So call for your podcast. So Cali for your podcast. Good looking out, bro. Appreciate it. I didn't. I thought I did. I thought I told you a whole bunch of stories on the last one. What? John Doe, you tripping, homie. Better go back and look at that last laugh. Did I say last laugh or last live? Better go back and look at that last live, bro. But anyway, I just tuned in, man, for my regularly scheduled live. See what's up with y'all. Thought y'all would be talking about the Super Bowl or the Bebop video. Thought somebody might want to come on live with me. You know, y'all turn down though. When y'all turn down, I turn down. Anonymous American and So Cali for y'all. They turned up. The rest of y'all turned down. Somebody come on live with me, talk about the football game or talk about the Bebop series, ask me a question, do something. Make yourself useful this morning or afternoon, depending where you at. My man said, no black in the halftime show pisses me off. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Jenny from the block was black before she went Puerto Rican. I'm just saying. She was black when she was with Puffy, but she's Puerto Rican after she left Puffy. Got with the white dude. I'm just saying. Don't worry about it though. Nowhere does it say the halftime have to have blacks. It's for entertainment, man. Entertainment is for everybody. I hear the halftime show was great. I was falling asleep, so I didn't get to see it. Kev, have you read Just Like Compton Yeah, I did read that book. Let me see, where's that? My man says she Cuban and black. Yes, I read the book by Kevin Gully. I actually know him. I met him. I know him. He's a cousin to my homeboys. He got a shop in Vegas by the studio, so I've been to his shop. He sells shoes, high-end shoes, and all type of stuff. Good brother, real good, solid brother. And the book was cool. The book was good. We're gonna keep it going. We'll probably do it once a month, man. Somewhere around the first of every month. I'm thinking about doing it. Maybe every other month, maybe every month. Maybe that'll get more people to come in and enjoy and participate. King of what? Good looking out, man. Appreciate it. So, are you going to do part 3 and 4 with the bebops? Yes, I'm gonna do part 3 and 4. It's just so hard because there's so much footage, and these dudes wanna, get it right. So it's a lot of work, man. This requires a lot of time. Really? There's nothing to whine about. Nothing to whine about, Slim. The receiver pushed off. The man got a touchdown when he stepped out. He had the ball over the pylon. I don't know what else to say. I thought the game was called great, personally. Very boring, by the way. My homeboy wasn't balling at all to the end of the game. I thought he was very, very mediocre at best for the first 2 or 3 quarters. After that, he turned up and did his shit. But that's because the Niners defense is overrated. Their defense ain't shit. Richard Sherman was about the only one holding his own. Niner fans got a little too excited. That's what happened. When you get all super excited and then the results don't come in your favor, you don't have no wind in you after the game. All right, Fat Boy, good looking out for the comment. Fat Boy says he used to live on the borderline. Can you hear me? My shit just tripped out. My sound went out, didn't it? Baby Smack ain't trying to do no interview, bro. Low. Oh, really? We'll say this for March. All right, I was just checking out some stuff for March. Bottled beer $7, wine glass $12, cocktails $13. So y'all make sure y'all bring some money to Vegas for the meet and greet, or bring your own alcohol and we'll drink in the park or some shit. Get a couple fights going and shit. Take some pictures of some squabbles. Squabble up. What about Big Blue from Schoolyard? What about Big Blue? I've been trying to get Big Blue for 3 years. No Schoolyards wouldn't come to the table. So y'all could just have one of these other channels go to Schoolyard Hood and get a Schoolyard until they ready to holler at it. That's all I could tell you. I'm tired of seeing the same shit over and over and over and over. I'm gonna interview all the games that I could get to. If I didn't interview them, obviously they ain't fucking with me. Or I don't know nobody over there. Bottom line. KMV, can you do an interview with the notorious OG Bathwater? That would be dope. No, that's what we're gonna do. March 21st in Vegas. I'll be around on the 20th for everybody to come early. This is during March Madness. So you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can come watch basketball and put your bets in, and you can come fuck with everybody that been on Kev Mac videos. Well, when it comes to crossing over to enemy teams, that's a touchy one.
because these teams ain't loyal to you. These fans ain't loyal to you. As soon as you become a bum, the fans don't like you. As soon as the owner gets tired of you or see a better player, they trade you or get rid of you. So players, they kind of make me mad when they go to the enemy team, but at the same time, what else you gonna do? You want to piss ownership off. You want to piss your teammates off if you don't like them or they don't want you. A lot of people seem to forget Terrell Owens was a 49er and a Cowboy. Ken Norton Jr. was a 49er and a Cowboy. You know what I mean? So shit like that happens, man, because there's no loyalty in sports. It's all about the paycheck and championships. So you can't be mad at the brother for that one. No, I don't think Salty gets mentioned more than Mac Thomas, but there is an obvious love and respect for Salty. Salty being younger than Mac Thomas. And I think dudes that started later or dudes that was younger knew Salty more than they knew Mac Thomas. But I think Mac Thomas gets the most mention. Jerry Rice, 49ers and Raiders. But that ain't no rivalry though, but I mean like a division rivalry. Ronnie Lott's another one. Let me see. I could probably write down a lot of the names of people that were gonna share their story on here, but never got the chance to. I know Melvin Hardy was one. Mr. X is another one. Philip McCain, that's three. Uh, Crazos folks from Pyru, 151 Pyru. Grover, Glover from 151 Pyru. That's another one. Black Dog from 111. That's another one. Um, who else? Quite a few, man. Quite a few. Didn't get to share their story, man. Somebody said I didn't tell no stories on my last live. Which is it? Yep. They took the history with them, man. I can't even think, but it's a lot more than that. About six more people that died before we got their story. Reno from Swan. I went to meet Reno from Swans on 77th in Maine, and he didn't show up. Uh, and then he got in a car accident afterwards. Who else? know, man. It's too early for me. I just woke up, man. I don't have no stories to tell. I don't have no Hennessy either. So if I had some Hennessy and it was a little later in the day, then I could probably tell you some stories, man. I know a lot of y'all like the bus driver stories, man. We could make a sitcom on that. Yeah, what happened to dude fighting about the one-eyed snake story? He got life. Dude got life. I don't know if he ever got out. I mean, that was 25 years ago, so he may be up for parole. He may have got out. I don't know, but he had life. I could tell you read my book, man. Cuba was this little Cuban. See, you got me trying to tell stories. Cuba was this little Cuban. He's the one who gave me that name, Four Low. He would come by, Four Low, hey, Four Low, because he wasn't allowed in the building. So he would be outside, Four Low, Four Low. Then he'd sneak in the building. He'd come holler at me. And we would do a lot of gambling, man. He thought he was a slick motherfucker, man. I'm like, nah, man. You ain't that slick, Cuba. Cuba was pretty good, though, man. Chino was my neighbor. Chino slept in the bunk next to me. Chino was, he was a cool dude. Chino was a hell of a gambler. And he was so happy when he got the name Chino because the Southsiders call him Chino. They call everybody that look like him Chino. You don't even have to be Chinese. They still gonna call you Chino if you got tight eyes. And he was so happy. He was so happy he got that name. I remember he got on the phone and was telling, I believe, a family member that he got a cool name, Chino. He's Chino now. Man, that shit was crazy to me. Like, Chino was a other. He was Chinese. Chino was a Chinese that hung out at the Commerce Casino and the Bicycle Club. He's a card shark. He's a cheater. But Chino used to get the newspaper. He used to be excited about betting. And we used to go back and forth a lot. I used to take all them dudes down, man. Them dudes couldn't beat me. But Chino gave me some information to this day. Over 50 years old, and I still haven't took his advice. But Chino told me home teams, home underdogs win more than anything. A team that's at home in any sport that's getting plus money comes out winners more than anything. And I be looking at it, I still look at it, and it seems so true. It seems so real, and you can make more money that way. But it's so hard to bet on these home underdogs because usually a home underdog really don't look that good of a bet, but it happens a lot. Teams go on the road, go into these homes thinking they're getting an easy win, and the home team shows up because of the crowd. The referees usually get caught up in the hoopla. They get caught up in the atmosphere, and they tend to make calls for the home team, and that's why they call it home field advantage because of the crowd and the referees. And so, being that you underdog at home, you feel disrespected, so you come out, you play harder, you give it your all, and you have your family and your friends be there at these games, and you really be mentally and physically geared up for these type of games at home. And so, Chino was right. Chino claims he had a brother that was in some type of mafia, some type of mob that ran the numbers. In I don't know if it was China. I believe it was China though. But he had a brother in the underground, and so they knew that this was the formula to win. But see, even here, like when we're talking point spreads, the home team doesn't necessarily have to win in order for you to win your bet. A home team in basketball could be getting 5.5 points. They might lose by 3 or 4 points, might even lose by 5 points, but the better still wins. And that's the whole thing about the underdog, the home underdog. If you don't want the points, the home underdog pays. It could pay 2 or 3 or 4 to 1, 5 to 1 sometimes. So that's the thing. You may embarrass some teams at home, but when you're gambling with a point spread, that doesn't mean you cover the point spread. But let's get away from sports, man. I'm so tired of talking sports, man. Football season is over. It's time for spring training. Get ready for some baseball. Get ready for some March Madness. So this is where we at right now with the sports. Actually, it don't. It actually doesn't matter how good a home underdog is because home teams, like I explained the other day, in any sport, a home team wins more than a road team. That's just automatic. Second of all, you got teams like look at college basketball. You got teams with 3 and 4 wins, 14 and 15 losses, and they will beat a team, a 500 team. They'll beat a team that's barely over 500. They'll beat a team that's like 13 and 10. It happens all the time. So I'm not here to debate it or argue it. I'm just telling you something I learned from Tino, and I believe it to be facts. I haven't heard anything about Kobe's funeral date. Yeah, I tried to interview T69, man, but T69 stood me up. I had everybody waiting to watch him go live, and he stood me up, and just we stopped communicating after that. Well, you're right, but also sometimes there's injuries. You know what I'm saying? So Lakers at home. LeBron need a rest. Anthony Davis is hurt. They're gonna be the underdog. But there's somebody like Caldwell Pope and Kuzma step up and have a good game. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot of variables, and that's what I try to tell people. It's a whole lot of variables. To alleviate all that, all you have to do is bring a monkey in the casino with you and hand him a dart. Let him throw a dart at the dartboard. Wherever that dart lands, he got just as good a chance of winning as you, no matter how much homework you do. Because in sports, if it's two teams playing, it's a 50% chance you win and 50% chance you lose going into the game. Because it's only two teams. So you can only pick a winner or you can pick a loser. In some sports, they have a tie. So at that point, point spread, you can win or you can lose on a tie. But if you pick the money line, you get your money back. But all this homework and shit sometimes don't mean a goddamn thing. Sometimes it do. It's all about what you focus on and the major factors. And you got a lot of it's luck. A lot of it's luck because it's the human element. You got people like the first baseman for the Boston Red Sox. Ball go between his legs, he loses the game. You got relievers that come in to close the game and win a series and give up a home run, a 2-run shot, shit like that. It's so much human element, refereeing and shit like that. You come into play and you can't really bet on that. And so that's why I say a lot of it's luck as well. Kev Mac, I just finished rewatching the entire 60. Man, I forgot how good it was. Man, you got a pretty girl in the picture with you, man. Hopefully y'all still together, man. Hey, Kev, were you able to remaster your VHS tapes that you had back in the day? The police took most of everything I had. Police got my pictures, they got my tapes, they got all that shit. Only some things were able to survive all those raids. Like I got one photo album that twice my house was raided. I had loaned him my photo album. So you could look at that as like bad luck, loan a nigga your photo album, you're gonna catch a case. Or you could look at it like, cool, loan a nigga my photo album, I preserve my photos. Depending on how you want to look at it. Since now some of the CCOs are talking, do you think some Blue Notes will get on the platform and explain the difference? Yes, I do. And not just the Blue Notes, but also some other prison gangs as well. I feel you. I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. I had a homegirl that wanted to bet on the game. I told her the 49ers. I ended up putting $10 on the Chiefs and over second half. Big Slam Capone, shout out to the Queen Street. Appreciate that. Queen Street's in the building. Inglewood, California. Appreciate that, bro. Mumbles, Cricket, and Bosco. Not that I know of. It don't matter if they got it on file. They got everybody's shit on file. I mean, that's even greater. The more I'm on file, the more I can openly talk about shit because they already know what it is. That's how I look at it. I look at it, if you've been to the gang module, if you've been arrested for gang-related crime, if you got gang tattoos on your face and your neck and your forearms or your back arms, they already know what it is. So what is there to hide? They got so many cameras now. If you commit a crime, you're going to be on camera probably anyway. They got so much forensic science now. If you leave a fingerprint or spit or a piece of hair fall out, or you got some type of fibers on your clothing or something that falls, they're going to find that shit in your car, your house. So, again, if you're on file already, I don't see the problem with it. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan is a clown. All the Shanahans are clowns. But again, good looking out, Big Slam Capone. Man, that's the craziest one, man. They can track your cell phone. They know what towers your cell phone was in. You know, they put trackers on your car now. I mean, it's just so much, bro. Crazy. All you gotta do is hit this right here, bro. Hit that link right there, Crazy. Crazy. Hit the link, man. Oh, I gotta send it to you, bro. Oh my God, this nigga got a Denver hat on.
Hey, Kev, the Super Bowl champ been crowned. I can wear my shit again. It's a new season. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
Man, I already answered that goddamn question, man. How many times you want me to? No, I wasn't able to save or remaster my old videos. The police and FBI took all my old videos, bro. Only a couple of them survived, and I don't have them in my possession. I done moved like 5 different places since then.
Perlano, what's up? What's up? James Thomas.
So Cali. Sanford and Son being in Bebop Hood was an East Side myth. Only the opening credits were. Yeah. Yeah, what? The front of the garage was actually in Watts? Or was it the opposite?
Hold on. Okay.
The thing about Trump is they don't want to expose Trump because they got money invested in Trump. They either got some shit overseas with Trump or Trump done wrote them a check. That's why they won't throw Trump under the bus, man. They protected him because they have money invested in that dude. This nigga done changed hats. Come on, man.
Hey, Kel, hey, I like this one a little better, Kel. I like this one a little better.
I like it better too, man, but we don't need no donkeys on our screen.
Well, you being real disrespectful right now. Oh, somebody said I need a new hat. Yeah, man, send me one, man. I got a P.O. box for you, man. I need one of them fresh new eras. Where I put Terrell Davis, top running backs. He took it all.
I think Crazo was paid to advertise for the Broncos, man.
Hey, listen, Kel, we got hope, man. We got Drew Lock, man. We trying to build for the future, man. That boy Mahomes, man, he done staked his claim to the NFL everything for the next 10 years. So, shit, we gonna see.
I mean, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at the Broncos either, man. Has OG Sparks been tuning into Kev Mac videos?
Oh, yeah, Spark watched these videos. Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of these dudes, he done walked them yards with him and knew him even, before prison.
Yeah, everybody knows Sparks. Everybody speak highly of Sparks. Sparks is a dude. Sparks one of them dudes that people just honored to meet. You know what I mean? Because his name has been held in high regard for such a long time. Can't wait for the Watergate video. Yeah, man, I got so much, man. I got a lot of editing and shit to do, man. This shit ain't that easy, man. And these are like the hardest videos I've done because there's so much information and it's not really done in chronological order, so it's kind of hard to put all this shit together. Then the Bebop series, them is completely different, 3 completely different interviews, so it's hard to incorporate all of them with each other. Nevertheless, y'all gonna like part 3. Part 3 gets better. I'm sure part 4 will be just as good as part 3. So if you like the Bebop Watch series already, it only gets better. As most of our videos do, right, Crazo? They start off slow and then they get better toward the end.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. Hey, Asiatic Supreme had a question for me, Kev. You mind if I answer?
Go ahead.
He say, Crazy, what schools you go to? Elementary, I went to K. Anthony. K. Anthony's in Inglewood off of 84th for Crenshaw. Then I went to Davis Junior High in Compton. I went to Bethune Junior High. And high school, I went to Lusinger. And then graduated from the School of Hard Knocks.
Dude must have been real hated for them to Perlana, good looking out. Crazy. Somebody want to know
Oh,
if you knew them dudes.
did I have any runs? No, I never had no run. B Brazy, G6, no, a couple of dudes, but I didn't know their names. You know, it just was what it was, ran across each other. But what's the name? Me and dang, what's the boy? Lil Laniac. We was in juvenile hall together from Denver Lane. Oh, I didn't graduate from Lou Zinger. I got locked up in the 11th grade and shit. When I came home, I was grown. Nugget could teach me a college course.
My man say he love Atwater, number 27.
Oh yeah, man. We got another Hall of Famer up in there. Hey man, shout out to my boy Crazo from Menlo. Crazo from Menlo up in there, Kev. You remember me from the Menlo
Yeah,
interview.
right. Where you at?
John. Say
Oh,
Crazo,
okay.
what up, bro?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
What up, homie? What up? You know we supposed to get back with y'all this year, remember? Don't forget. What hoods was at Zoolander, baby Crazo?
Shit. My homies, shotguns, bounty hunters. It was a mixture. Because that school don't really fall in nobody hood. So it was, people get kicked out of other schools going there. It was Hawthorne Power Rules. It was a mixture of people going to Lusinger. Stayed going down too. It was fun.
Yeah, we interviewed me and baby Shawnee Mac. We interviewed Mad Rock from Watergate. That's been in the can. I just gotta put all this shit together, man. It's, like I say, this shit take time, man. It's very time consuming, and I got several on deck. You know what I mean? So I can only do one at a time, man, and some of them take longer than others. So you just gotta be patient, man. Atwater will be getting fined the way they play today.
Atwater be suspended for games. I'm sure I did. I can't remember no names right offhand, but I'm sure I did though.
Hey man, anything's possible, man. Ain't no telling, man. Anything's possible, bro.
Watts Franklin.
Oh man, homeboy's still around, man. I haven't spoke to him, but he's still around. He's on deck.
Oh, good looking out, G Miller. I appreciate that. Good looking out. Hey, look, when I be wanting to have my Broncos stuff on, I have to watch where I go, boy. It'd be a lot of orange. They might mistake me for a Hoover or something. Got to be real careful when I'm navigating through LA.
Yeah, man, a lot of blood wars. We like, damn. It was a time when we never thought Bloods would go to war with Bloods. What up, Keith Kloss?
Yeah, that is kind of shocking though, kid, to see that they really beef with each other, like going to shoot each other and all that. Like that was unheard of, when I was coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every time I think of Atwater, I think of Lynch. Lynch with Tampa Bay and Lynch with the Broncos. Boy, that was a hard-hitting white boy.
Well, John Lynch, yeah.
John Lynch was hard, man.
Hey, Cleve, hey, keep Clark crazy. You heard me talking about that orange, boy. Shit, you got to be careful, boy. Keith Clark, you know the Hoover's public enemy #1, man. You got to be careful wearing that orange in LA.
Keith Kloss is orange looking anyway. That nigga can't help but wear orange. hey, when Keith Kloss put on an orange shirt, he matching them freckles on his face. That nigga Keith Kloss be looking flamed up with that red hair and shit.
Hey man, I forgot to hit BK from Santana, man. He told me to hit him next time we was on live together. I forgot to hit him. Melly Mel, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, Keith Kloss cool as a motherfucker, man. I like that dude, man. He a real nigga, man.
Oh yeah, keep Kloss straight.
Yeah, Keith Kloss like the joking clown, man. That's the only reason why I clown Keith Kloss. Keith Kloss said he'd throw my shit. You damn right you throw my shit. Crazy would throw my shit with my little set shot.
Hey, my knees too bad, Kev. It must gonna be an underhand scoop shot if I block it.
Hey, damn near. Damn near. My set shot like this. Niggas get that shit out of here. I used to have to jump up like Jordan and Kobe to elevate over niggas. Then I could make a shot. Cause just sitting down here to way up here, big difference. Big difference.
Man. James Thomas say Melly Mel is the best Kev Mac promoter.
Yeah, the professor, the ambassador to KMV, without question. My nigga said I shoot like Lonzo Ball.
Michael Cooper.
Man, Cooper had some good defense, didn't he?
Man, somebody in Afghanistan checking in, Kev?
After every mission, good looking out, man.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to pronounce your name, VJ. Man, that's crazy, man. Y'all go do a mission. Y'all probably get hyped up. You should watch the videos before you do the mission. Get all hyped up, go put in some work, and come back. Yeah, y'all be careful watching Kev Mac videos over there, man. Y'all might get a little too hyped.
Man, I had KC, Jerome Wallace.
Yeah, I knew J.R. Ryder wasn't shit when I used to see him. I used to see J.R. Ryder in the hood, man. J.R. Ryder was one weed smoking motherfucker. Keith Kloss mostly came off the bench, but he did his thing. Man, Keith Kloss, the only motherfucker played 4 minutes a game and had three block shots. That nigga averaged a block shot every minute and a half.
Hey, J.R. Ryder locked up, Kev, the basketball player?
I don't know. Dude say he is. I don't know. I know. I've seen Hollywood Henderson in there. I've seen O.J. Simpson in there. Who else? I don't think I've seen no other athletes in there. Hey, man, y'all can keep that hat, man. Man, when I tell you I shoot like Steve Kerr or John Paxson, believe that shit. Maybe even Rick Barry.
Hey, shout out to my homie Lil E, Lil Gangster from Pasadena, Raymond, man. That's my homie. He just hit me from jail right now. Yeah, Lil E been locked up for a minute too.
He said he went to jail a long time ago, man.
Oh, damn, he did? All right. You had a game on the 8-foot court, kid?
Yeah, on the 8 foot. Not on the 10 foot. I could hold my own. No, I could hold my own on 10 foot, but at least an 8 foot I could slam dunk. 10 foot I can't even touch the rim.
Hey, Kev, hey, I got a question for you. Hey, did you ever run across Old Man from Four Trade Gangster?
No.
Old Man was a white boy. He white from Four Trade. I just seen somebody ask somebody in the comment. I remember I forgot where he came to. He came somewhere, and the yard was about to go off too, man. Old man came, the white boys was kind of riled up. Like, man, that's the homie. I don't know, whatever it is, it's gonna be. I remember that shit.
Keith Claw's sister is a criminal, man.
So she hit her burner. She hit the burner. Shout out to Lil Sis, man.
No, that's me, James. You can't take my spot, man. Which is crazy because as a kid, I used to jump over the hood of cars, man. I don't care what type of car you had. If you pulled up in my driveway, I would run and jump over that motherfucker. I used to jump over the bushes. You ever seen them houses that got bushes between the houses? I would jump over their bushes. Nigga, I can't jump over a curve right now.
What it say? What's the best Sereno fight you seen? Hey, that's kind of a tricky question, my birdie. I'm gonna pass on that one, man.
I was too slow to run, man. Come on now. That's like Paul Gasol running track, man.
Oh man. Hey, these people crazy, Kev, man. They crazy. Hey, I wanted somebody in the comment section to come on here, man.
I don't think, this is my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying, uneducated guess. I don't think Magic had AIDS. It was HIV anyway. I don't think he had HIV. If he did, then it's true that he got enough money to get it fixed. But I don't think he had. I think they gave him a bad diagnostic, man. Baby crazy.
Did I have any run-ins? Hey, what it say? Kev, you need to do a rolling 6 order. No, I never had no run-ins with the Linux 13. The Linux 13s was kind of like real cool with the hood because they beef with the Inglewood 13s. They also was beefing with the Inglewood Bloods back then, and a few of them I grew up with, being we pretty much in the same area. Matter of fact, shout out my boy Spy from Linux 13. And Spy was in camp on the streets, all that together. I think Spy from Linux 13 got life, but no, we never beefed with the Linux 13s though. You think Magic got it, Kev?
No, I think he's straight. Magic enjoy his life, believe that. I mean, how many niggas can get HIV and their wife stay with them? And then their son grow up to be just like the mother. How many people can do that? Magic is indeed a great human being, man. He fucked the Lakers up though, and he ain't done shit with the Dodgers, but he made some good investments, man. Magic's a good businessman, great name to have, great personality, player. Remember in the old days, he used to have his own radio show. He was mixing and shit. Magic was the shit, man.
Hey, remember he had that late night show?
Yeah. Magic's the shit, man. All around versatile dude, man. I mean, Magic was so great, he fucked his wife and had kids with HIV and they didn't even get it. That's how great he was. That was the no-look pass, crazy. that was the old great behind the back shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you stupid, man. A no-look pass. You stupid, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, man.
I haven't talked to Moon. I called Moon once just to see how he was doing, but I haven't called him. I don't hold conversations with him, but he's cool.
Hey, Kev, I got a question for you, though. Do you think Magic got it from a woman or was he down low?
He probably got it from James Worthy, man, but I'm just saying. Or maybe Isaiah Thomas. Could have got it from Isaiah Thomas. I don't know. But On a more serious note, I mean, they was fucking a lot of bitches, man. They was having parties with 7, 8 hoes piece. So more than likely, he got it from one of them hoes, man.
Which
Probably when they
which
was in
moon?
Atlanta. Probably when they was
Which
in Atlanta or in
Atlanta?
Frisco. You know.
Which moon are you talking about, Titus? It's a few moons from the neighborhood.
Oh man, you know what? I thought he did say crazy. I thought he was talking about boxing Moon. Moon, don't your homies got Moon tatted on them? Wiz got Moon tatted
Yeah,
on him.
that's why I say which moon he talking about. It's moons from Pasadena, 12-0, and 10 dude. Yeah, Larry M. We are cool with all the gangs in the hundreds, all the neighborhoods in the hundreds. Yeah, them the homies. Yeah, we cool with the hard time. Yeah. Oh, Scrooge, all right. I don't know where he at. I would have to ask Spark where he at, but he all right though. He's still pushing, still walking the main line.
And my man said, ain't no such thing as bisexual with niggas. You gay or you not gay. That's what you are.
Yeah, you gay as a mother. Yeah, your ass is gay. Ever running 10 mad ass games. Yeah. I ran a couple of them dudes. Yeah. A couple of my younger homies mess with them. Hell yeah, Nugget can fight like a motherfucker. Hell yes. Yes, yeah. For real. What blood says Inglewood? What blood said Inglewood gave Crips most issues? You would have to start with the families. What? Are Raymonds officially? No, Raymonds are not neighborhood Crips. Hey, listen. Hey, look, I'm explaining this neighborhood thing. From the 30s to the 100s, man, that includes the Raymonds also. Those are our allies. Those are our homies, but we are not neighborhood Crips. We're nothing but Raymond Avenue Crips. Everybody that's family don't all have the same last names, okay? But you still cousins.
Man, we can turn this into something else. Yeah.
Hey, let me expound a little more on that neighborhood question. Like you might see my homies around some 60s, some 40s, or whoever, some 111s, or whatever. You might hear my homies saying, "What's up, hood?" Because I do. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a sign of respect of us messing with the homies or whatever. But like technically speaking, are we neighborhood Crips? No. But more than likely, will we get in something? If a neighborhood was involved in something and we was there, because more often than not, we got the same, enemies anyway, and we function in the same car. But to say neighborhood Raymond Crip or Raymond Crips or neighborhood, no, we not technically neighborhoods, but them the homies though. No, Barry Hendricks, we are not trade. Not in the sense to where you would align it with an A trade or something like that. It means something else. So that's a yes and no answer. Damn, a sympathizer. No, they're just the homies, man. God damn, you fighter. Man, that word sympathizer have weak undertones aligned to it, man. Come on now.
Man, don't do real. That. He dissed the neighborhoods.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, hell yeah, G Miller. It's Rouse now though. Yeah. Hey, when G Miller gonna come on here, man? G Miller been down a long time with KMV, man. When he coming on? Are Raymonds a part of Rolling Hundreds? No. Are Raymond's in the hundreds? Yes. Are we a part of rolling hundreds? Do we claim rolling hundreds? No. Man, y'all didn't see Baby Crazo from a little homie's perspective. I answered this already. Y'all got to go back and watch them videos.
What up, Bon? Good looking out.
Bonton 007. Oh, you talking about Baby Moon? What that say? Crazy, y'all read Famous Raymond's? Yeah.
He said ABC and Raymond Avenue function like one hood.
Nah, they don't function like one hood, but they cool though. Who was that? Hey, that was Goldie, wasn't it?
Nah, Goldie's Victor.
Oh, okay.
Perlana got a statement for you.
What it say? You know you're gonna ask the same question. Oh yeah. Thank you, Perlana. Thank you, Perlana.
Well, put it like this. A lot of Damus wasn't flamed up outside their hood until after the war years, until after 79. 79 when all the Crips start going at each other. So whatever the reason they got bigger, they did get bigger after the Crip on Crip wars. Yeah, without question. But why they got bigger, I don't know. But I mean, once the Crip on Crip war started, a lot of Crips focused on other Crips. Crips would pass a Damu hood to get to another Crip hood to bust on them. There go Goldie right there.
Which one, Goldie, kid? Oh yeah. Yeah. I thought that was Goldie in the comment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was very short-lived, Joe Mosley. Very short-lived. Man, we need G Miller on a live, man. Hey, Joe Mosley, knock it off, man.
You know that's something I could talk about too. You know, through the different people that we talked to that was originals, a lot of people say Compton Crips started shortly after the West Side Crips started. So we know the West Side Crips started in 71. So it's very possible the Compton Crips started in 71. Again, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But you also have people that say they started in 72. Too Pretty Kenny being one of them. He called me and he said, no, he know for sure because he ran with the front hoods. They was tight. They was all one hood. And he said it was 72. And other people have also told me 72. Cuse called me and Cuse told me that if I'm going to keep history right, I got to give Compton Crips 71. Because in 71, him and the Compton Crips met up at the Capitol House on Crenshaw. And that was 71. So again, different people say 71, some say 72. Honcho is one of the originators of the Compton Crips. Honcho said 1972. So it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It swings between 71 and 72. You know what I'm saying? So different people say different things. And you got to remember, a lot of people say certain hoods in Compton wasn't Crips yet. I'm not gonna name those names, but they say they weren't Crips yet. So I don't know. I don't know. a lot of people like Killer Wayne. Killer Wayne told us it was 72 or 73. I got to look at the interview, but 72 or 73. So you got to understand these dudes are old, and 1 year or some months can get people confused. Whether they say 71 or 72, they could be wrong by a few months. So it's really minute. In the overall picture, it's really minute whether it was 71 or 72. But when you start talking about individual incidents, then it becomes a situation where it's a big thing. I can say this. Now hear me out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to you, Crazo. You
Go
hear
ahead.
me, Crazo? All right, I'm gonna say it like this. If you had Compton Crips in 1971, right? You got me, Crazo?
I'm listening.
If there's Compton Crips in 71, what was the Pyrus? Because the Pyrus and the Crips wasn't at war in 71. So now, are the Pyrus and the Crips in alliance just for down there 2 years? Or were the Pyrus Crips, like some people say? What was going on that the Compton Crips and the Pyrus wasn't at war? So when people start talking about the war and all this stuff, the war, according to documents, according to court documents and newspapers, the wars didn't start until the end of 72. Good looking out, Shakespeare. Appreciate that. So November, the end of November is when the war started. So what took them so long to go to war? You know what I'm saying?
And what was the reason that the war started, kid?
I don't know what the reason was. AC said it was because Crip here, Pyru here, and they didn't want to be associated with Pyru, and the Crips was bigger than them, so the Crips would set trip on them. But the shootings when the war started, the Grandies was busting on the Pyrus. The Grandies was busting on all the main Pyrus, the names we keep hearing, your ACs, your LBs, your TAMs, they got shot up and beat up by the Grandies. And that was November, December. So December, the Pyrus was responding. So that's
okay. So I guess it's like I believe it was Bam who said it. You put a cat in the corner, he coming out that corner.
Yeah.
So I'm sooner you're gonna defend yourself, shit.
Right. Yeah. They say they took Zane's jacket, but who takes the leader's jacket? Zane was cool with the Pyrus, you know. I don't know. So if you took Zane's jacket, what year was that? Because what was they doing? They had a few fights. They had a couple fights. So now you got a beef between the Pyrus and the Crips for a whole year and some change, and there's no killings. Nobody. They say Clifford Ray Johnson, the first murder in 73. So something don't add up. You know what I'm saying? Because the Brims and Crips was already at war. You know what I'm saying? Little Country had already been killed. There had already been other killings. You know, there had been Crips killed already, Brims killed. So a lot of stuff ain't adding up. And that's why I say some people are making a few months error in their story, and we trying to micro-analyze the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Kev, you got to think 40, 50 years later, you got to give a person leeway 2, 3, 4, 5 months. I mean, they trying to think all the way back to exact dates, and unless it kind of directly affected you, it's hard to remember that.
Yeah. And so here you have, you know, the Pyrus, the bounty hunters say they was the first bloods or what have you, right? And I'm not saying they right or they wrong. But then the Brims and the Crips, they already at war, dog. Little Country had already got killed. And Little Country wasn't even the first murder. Little Country was the big murder. So the Brims and the Crips already at war, so you can see why the Brims say they the first blood. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time, they went towards Brims, not Bloods, right?
Exactly. Yes. But I'm saying you can see
Okay.
why they saying it. I'm not saying that's a fact. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you can see why they feel like they the first bloods.
And two, which Brim was Lil Country from? Was he from 5'9"?
I think 5'9", yeah. 5'9", 6
Okay.
deuce.
Oh, okay. Well, look, if they beefing with Crips of that area over there, way in LA, and we talking about something that's happening way in Compton, right?
Right.
They don't always have to necessarily know what's going on with each other.
Now look at this here. Why would Bloods not know what Bloods is doing?
Because they wasn't Bloods at the time.
That's my point.
Exactly.
So they wasn't
Yeah.
Bloods at the time, right? So that's all
Yeah. That's easy math, man.
Exactly. Then I showed that hit up in 74 where you got all these gangs on the wall and it don't say blood nowhere. And why do you have to put every hood on the wall when you could just put Bloods and solve it all? You know what I'm saying? What Bird and Monster Cody and everybody say about hitting up? That was too long. Needed something fast. So why hit up 8, 9 different hoods when all you had to do was hit up Bloods?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean at the end of the day, Kev, Kev Mac videos and people like yourself, they piecing it all together, man. You know?
Yeah, it's coming together real good. The crazy part, you know, something we haven't really concentrated on, we haven't really got to the meat of it. Some Crip hoods turn blood. And we got an article saying that too. That when the blood started really forming, really getting big, which they give it like 80, 81, is some Crip hoods flipped over. You know.
Oh, wow. Wow. What's up, Dino?
You know, and then as far as Mac Thomas, you know, most people say Mac Thomas brought it to Compton. A couple people say otherwise. Of course, like the Carver Parks, say they brought it to Compton first before the Grammys. So my question always about Mac Thomas is, when did he move to Compton? If you can pinpoint when he moved to Compton, then that answers all your questions, even in comparison to the Carver Park.
Kid Cully.
But some people, you know, Mac Thomas from the East Side. So he was cripping already. But whatever. AC definitely has the most accurate story from my research. His names, his incidents, his dates, all that shit add up. AC is a true historian. AC is a real historian. Crazo, can you play chess? If so, are you any good?
Yeah, I can play chess, but I ain't no grandmaster, nothing like that.
Man, hell no, Muppy ain't about to test to that. Muppy, even if he remember, he ain't fixing to admit he remember.
Hey, Kev, if you feel all right with saying it, any particular hoods or sets you know that made the turnover back then?
Turn over to what, blood?
Yeah, blood or Crip or however it went.
Wait, I just want to be clear on your question.
Okay, no, you said that some Crip hoods had turned blood in what, the early '80s or something like that, or they faded out, and maybe some new guys planted another flag.
Well, I was saying that the newspaper article indicates that. Off the top of my brain, I couldn't tell you who. Not off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you who. But I know some Pyru Hood is the term Crip.
But West Park was like that, right?
West Park is one, yeah. I know, yeah, I don't want to put them out there, but I know a lot of Bloods that turn Crip.
Mm.
You gotta figure
LA
though.
got mad for the Valley, huh?
You gotta figure though. Some Crips turn Swan, man. A lot of Crips turn Swan.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you that too, but it had slipped my mind because I remember they were saying that matter of fact, a few interviews or maybe some lives or something, they were saying that such and such is a Swan now, or a turned Swan, or what have you.
Yeah, because you gotta figure like this. That used to be Castle Crip Hood.
Mm-hmm.
And so for the Swans to dominate that hood, where did all the residents go?
Yeah.
So Dino said, yep. I mean,
Some old.
in that area, man, they was fighting for territory and shit just shifted over the years. So you got to figure, and we know this is a fact, but I don't want to point nobody out. A lot of dudes cross over in that area where you got Main Street, you got the Swans on the west side, Swans on the east side, Castle Crip. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In that little area, there was a hotbed for gang violence.
I mean, just like Lil Doc said about 7-8. I mean, that's Swan Hood now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the 40s got the Brims and the Hoovers, man. That's what made the 40 a rising big gang and a force on the west side.
Oh, for real, G Miller? G Miller say he had about 700-800 Crips in his grandfather's backyard.
Yeah, because his folks was I don't know how 700 or 800 fit back there, boy. They must have been rubbing each other booties and shit. But his uncle is a G. His uncle's an original Crip, one of the first Crips, one of the most solid Crips, most respected Crips. So that's why he's able to say that. You know what I'm saying? He grew up under Crip royalty.
Well, Ronald Green say Hawthorne Pyru was a clique. Hawthorne, oh man, Hawthorne Intermediate. I remember that school when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember Hawthorne Intermediate. I used to walk past Hawthorne Intermediate going to Lusinger. Hey, I got a story about the Hawthorne Pyrus too. Hey, look, Kev.
Mm-hmm.
One day, this after school let out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lusinger on Rosecrans and Prairie. So I got the Chucks on, blue khakis, blue and white Pendleton, all that, right? And I got the homie that gave me a 4.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking up Rosecrans, finna go to this female house after school. She stay over in Hawthorne off Yukon or something. We walking up Rosecrans, me and the female. Car full of Hawthorne Pyrus passed me by. I'm like, ooh, I'm finna kill all of y'all, right? So look, they turn, because they don't know, they just see a little Crip dude walking there. I got a gun bigger than me on me, right? So they turn the corner, but when they turn the corner, I'm running to come around the corner. So when they turn to come back, they coming back to Rosecrans, they go in the neighborhood and come back up to Rosecrans. I'm meeting them. I'm all in the middle of the street with the gun out. I get up to the window and everything, sticking the gun in the window, shooting at it, and they hollering and screaming like, "Go, blood, go, he got a gun." The gun won't shoot. I'm jacking it off, 4-5 shells falling all on the floor and everything, man. I'm so glad that goddamn gun didn't go off, because I'd probably still be having life in prison. All them goddamn kids was out there. And look, fast forward on that story, I get back to the hood, right? Tell the homies what happened. He was like, "Crazy, man, who you got that gun from? Who gave you that gun?" I said, "Man, I ain't gonna put his name out there. He's still around." I say, man, such and such gave me the gun. Man, the homies beat the shit out of him because he didn't tell me that the firing pin was broke on the gun, but the homies knew that the firing pin was broke. Man, the homies whooped him till times got greater. Man, said, man, you could have got the little homie killed. Man, they beat the brakes off that boy.
What up, Mel?
What up? What up, Kev Mac? Yeah, man. I think that the Bebop Watchler.
Hey, we on live, right? We on live right now.
Okay, we are.
Yeah.
Tell all the maniacs and the Mac heads, Professor Melly Mills say what it do.
They hear you.
Okay, how's it going, man?
It's going all right.
That's good, man. I like the fact that you get up Monday morning and take out their day and address the maniacs and the Mac heads because they're an important part of the KM Videos platform. And after all, they have questions and we have answers. So what more can we do, you know?
Right.
So what's the topic of today?
We was talking about Compton Crips and First Bloods, what year the Compton Crips started and who was the First Bloods, and talking about the Super Bowl and shit and Magic having HIV.
Okay. You know what's interesting? And I don't know why this didn't dawn on me before. I actually got a family member, and she's a woman. They call her Mama Rue. Her name is Carolyn. She's from over there from West Side Peru, and she actually has a child by pudding. I mean, you know, I haven't even approached her on the subject, but at some point I will. I got some questions for her in that regard. You know what I mean? And we always tell these people, you know what I mean, that what we got is a big giant jigsaw puzzle, and each time we interview someone, it's a piece that's being placed in that puzzle to bring about a whole bigger, broader message throughout because you got to look at these Crips and Bloods, they're worldwide. They're not just in Compton, Watts, and LA anymore. They're everywhere. So, and for them to understand what's going on and what we do, it helps us every time we get to interview somebody and we understand the culture and the language and the dialogue from each tribe and not just be, you know, guessing or wondering about it. You know what I mean? When we have people to sit down, they can give us an inside view and just tell us their history from the bottom to the top, man. And I think it's a good thing, man. What's your take on it?
Yeah, no doubt. But look, your phone got an echo, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. And wait, somebody had a question though. Ask Melly Mel if bartender wouldn't have got killed so early, would you have been a Pyru?
Would I have been a Pyru?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I knew bartender really well. Actually, we was trying to flip bartender.
Bartender wasn't having it.
No, he wasn't having it. He was already grounded and rooted in his there because you gotta remember, I told you Curtis Patrick, Prescott, Lacey, AB, and all those cats were early part with the Pyrus, you know what I mean? But they became Crip.
Right.
And, maybe around about 70. Most of them had already turned by 73.
73, okay. All right, I'm gonna holler at you, Mel.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for Melly Mel. Oh, you know what? That ain't even Melly Mel. That's your phone, crazy, with that little noise, that feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your phone.
It's still going on though? You can hear it?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's gone now. It's gone now. So are you. You done froze. Give Too Pretty Kenny his phone back right now.
Can you hear me, Kev?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, did bartenders stay like around the corner from Melly Mel?
Yeah, they might. Yeah, they was in close
Oh, hey,
proximity. I
my
know
bad.
that.
Message to the black man. Somebody asked me about a book. If I was gonna give it to a youngster. Message to the black man, Elijah Muhammad.
Man, I don't remember the titles of none of them books I read back in the day. I don't know who the authors was or none of that shit.
Mac Red, Hawthorne Pyrus was mixed up. They had Samoans, Tongans, whites, Mexicans, blacks. Hawthorne Pyrus was mixed up back then. Matter of fact, is Hawthorne Pyrus still around? Do anybody know?
Somebody asked me that before. I don't know.
Yeah, I got some of fight stories, Mensa, but I can't tell them right now. I gotta say the fight story. Yeah, Kev, when is Mumpy coming back, man? We need another Mumpy, man.
Mumpy's still on parole, man.
Oh, okay.
So probably after that, I don't know.
Jay Blood, good looking out, man. I appreciate that. Is that Jay Bone from Pacoima?
Yeah, I want to thank Forever Raider for that Don. Good looking out, bro. And I know I missed
He got
somebody. OG
he
Go.
need to change his name. Malverde asked me, "What's the downest Asian I ever seen?" Look, I was in YA in Preston before I got kicked out of Preston, sent to prison. It was an Asian. I think he was Chinese. I could be mistaken, but he was from Ching. He was from San Francisco. He was Ching, and man, that Asian was down like a motherfucker, boy. He did not like white people.
Pookie Twin, come on here, turned up.
Pookie Twin in
said,
there?
them niggas, nah, he ain't. Pookie Twin said, that's that shit I like.
Yeah, Ronald Green said he got a little cousin from Hawthorne Pirate.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where my boy. Damn, I can't think of my little partner from Hawthorne Pirate. He went to Lusinger with me, and we was in juvenile hall together. His name was Benny, but I can't think his name. Yeah, Dino, I was in Preston in 91, 92, something like that.
Man, I told you I'm a player.
Perlana got jokes, huh? My boy, Lowdown from Hawthorne Pirate. Little Benny, man. I wonder what's up with him. Nah, High Chief, I ain't had no fight with no Samoan. I stopped a couple of fights. I stopped a couple of fights between Adamu and some homies, yeah. On Crib, you wouldn't go in a holding tank with that handle. What are you talking about, kid?
Trey Crab.
Oh, I missed it. I didn't see that.
Boy, nigga been to put so many knots on his forehead. That nigga touched every wall in that cell and every bar in that motherfucker.
And I be missing the comments, man. They be asking me questions. I be wanting to answer. The motherfuckers go by so fast. Mac Red say he haven't seen a tongue and crip in a long time. Boy, go to Inglewood. Oh, it's a million of them. VV, you talking about the Asian boy I'm talking about? He has squabbles, but I don't remember his last name. He was from White Ching. He could not stand white people, boy. He was down as a motherfucker, too.
Dino, man, they got so many questions for you. You might as well come on in, man.
Yeah, come on up in here, Dino.
Dino, you coming to Vegas, bro? March 20th and 21st? Oh, he said he at work. Let us see what your boss look like, man. Let's see who you slaving for, man. Let's see what you do at work, man.
Yeah, VB, he had some size on him, VB. Yeah, he sure did.
Dino say, nigga, he is not finna lose his job.
Hold on a second, Kev.
Yeah. And Dino say, I am the boss. Okay, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. Congratulations. New series on names of some of the members, brothers. I'm sure there's some funny stories. I thought you was going to get another Bronco hat, man.
Nah, man, Alicia had hit me. She needed some information, so I needed to get my wallet right quick. Text it to her. You know, I got the Bronco wallet for safekeeping. You know, real Bronco fan. Let the Mac heads know I can't see their comments right now on my other phone. I'm texting right now.
Man, you guys always want a Tony Stacy. Y'all always want to see Tony Stacy come back. It appears Tony Stacy's gonna be on another platform, so y'all got your wish. You get to go over there and see some Tony Stacy new interviews, whatever information you were looking for. Maybe you'll get it in the other interview. A little Tone from 11.5 out, I believe. I would like to see if he comes plus the thing. This is B-Bots. Yes, sir. The next part is about the blood march. Part 3 is about the beef with swans and the blood march.
DJ Jones say the Broncos trash. Who your team? If your team not the Kansas City Chiefs, you shouldn't be having nothing to say. TMC Lifestyle. The homie Moon. I mean, not Moon. I'm tripping because the homie Baby Moon be over there helping him out. But the homie Wiz started up the softball league with the homies from Santana Block. They started that together.
This nigga said, Kev, it's Cowboy, you're a G homie too. This nigga got jokes. This nigga like one bad comment from getting permanently banned from KMV.
You still permanently banned for a comment like that?
Yes. I don't know when I'm coming to FSW, man. But the way I've been getting emails, I'll probably be soon, man. Ain't no telling.
Front streets.
For real, G Miller.
My cousin got to be rest in peace. City of Valencia. Magic Mountain. G Miller stupid.
Man, I guess I'm gonna get out of here, man. I mean, I don't mind staying, but I gotta get to this bebop shit, man.
Oh man, shit. Business first, KM, you know that?
Yeah, but hold on, man. Let me see something.
Okay, I'm trying to answer some questions. Chris Bailey, I got the name Crazo. My cousin is Big Crazo from the hood, and then it's also my other big homie Crazo. So my cousin told me shit. If I was gonna be from the hood, if I was gonna be named after anybody, it was gonna be him. You know, back when I started, you can just come on and just have your own name, you know, like that. But you know, but yeah, I didn't mind being up under my big cousin. So that's how I'm Baby Crazo.
Crazy. Somebody want to know if you're from Raymond.
Am I from Raymond? Man, I'm not from Raymond. I am Raymond. What you mean, man? And anybody from Raymond can say that, man. You ain't, man. That's a neighborhood, man. I'm not from Raymond. I am Raymond, man. And anybody else from Raymond, they are Raymond, man. We the people who make that neighborhood up, make up that set. So, yeah, at this age, you know what I'm saying? I don't tell people I'm from Raymond. I am Raymond, man. I don't know nothing else. But nah. To answer your question, yeah, I'm from Raymond, man. Please don't bring up no old gang allegation on me. What did it say, Kev?
In the county, if a blood and a Crip enemy have a fight, do you help the Crip or the blood, or do you just stay out of it?
It depends on the circumstances of what the fight is over.
Right.
It depends on what the fight is over. What's going on? I mean, you got to be a little more specific.
Right, because if he's coming here talking about nigga fuck crab, nigga, you don't give a fuck about your Crip enemy, nigga. Y'all got a common enemy.
Yeah, that's why I had to think about it. Like, wait, it depends on the circumstances.
Somebody said gang injunction questions coming. Yo, Crazy, I got a homie from SOS that's a diehard Broncos fan. I feel sorry for that nigga, man. Send that nigga some aspirin so he don't have a heart attack.
Hey, tell him I sent him a mile high salute. Tell him Baby Crazy said, what's up? We back. We got us a quarterback. What area you grew up in, Jay Holla? Do I know Ace Capone from Brim? No,
Crazo too young. Ace Capone went to jail in '84.
No, Kev, they probably heard me mention that situation on my interview.
Oh. Jerome Wallace, the good gambler, got a message for you, man.
Wait a minute, hold on. There's always wild cards, Jerome Wallace. They got 2 wild cards we can get.
I don't know anything about booty bandits in the blood module. I do know of one incident, and I believe it was in the newspaper. Either I read it in the newspaper. No, I'm pretty sure it was in the newspaper, where a dude came up in the blood module and he got caught with a wire. And they took the wire off and did their thing to him. But I haven't heard no bloods speaking on other bloods in the module with those type of activities.
Hey, Jay Holla, I used to be all through Hawthorne, man. It's crazy, man. If you grew up in that area, man, then I would say you heard my name, because over there where you talking about, especially in Hawthorne, it'd be so mixed up. When we couldn't find people to go, do stuff to or whatever, we knew we could find dudes from rival sets in Hawthorne. So that's how a lot of shootings in Hawthorne happen.
So look, so I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story about a Pyru on Pyru, right? I was in a cell with a dude from Hundreds. I don't know if y'all know Pup from 11 Trey Block. Pup's 11 Trey Block, rolling 100, tall, light-skinned dude, tatted up, always dressing G'd up. Matter of fact, he's in my book, the dude I took to Vegas. So I go in the cell with him and a dude from Compton, Pyru. I'm not going to say which set. And so one of his homies, I actually came into the jail with this dude. He had on burgundy chucks with burgundy strings, tattoos on his neck and shit, long braids, light-skinned nigga lighter than me with some long-ass braids and shit, had red rubber bands on his braids and shit, pin on that. This nigga was G'd up when he came in the county jail. We get upstairs and go to the module. Matter of fact, this was module 4800. It wasn't the blood, I mean, it wasn't the Crip module no more. So I go in 4800, the last fucking cell on the tier to the left, Abel Row. And that dude, that Pyru come in after me. And he hit the tier, and before he go to cell, he like, hey, blood, any Pyrus up in here, blood? Quiet as a motherfucking church house mouse. So the nigga don't want to go to a cell. So he yell out again, any Pyrus in here, blood? And like two niggas like, yeah, I'm Whoop-de-Whoop from Whoop-de-Whoop. So the nigga in my cell like, who is that? And the nigga say his name. I'm Whoop-de-Whoop from Whoop-de-Whoop. And it's his homeboy, his younger homeboy. This nigga like crazy old color. I guess he was probably about 5'10", 5'11". He didn't really have no size on him, like no muscle size, but he had a little size on him and shit. And that nigga say, oh, that's my little homeboy. He like, man, I'm finna go fuck that nigga. And me and Pup looked at him like, what? Like, man, I'm like, that's your homeboy. He like, man, he like, watch this. So he got quiet. He let him go in his cell and he yelled down, hey, what cell you in, blood? Nigga told him what cell he was in. He like, nigga, when the deputy come, he like, watch, I'm getting out this cell. I'm moving the cell with my homeboy. He damn sure did. When the deputy came for count, he told him, man, it's Crips in here. I want to get up out of here. And I got a homeboy down the road. They put him in the cell with him. He said, man, I'm finna fuck the shit out this boy. I'm like, nigga, what? I'm like, that nigga came in flamed up, like, gee, like a motherfucker. You finna go fuck him? He like, nigga, I done already fucked him in YA before. I'm like, wow. Wow. That was some crazy shit I heard right there.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Real talk. Real talk. Pup is my only witness to this. Pup was there. Somebody can ask Pup about it. That shit fucked me up. I mean, this nigga was G'd, homie. Like, this a nigga you seen on the streets. You know you had points. Man, that fucked me up. I don't know what he did when he went in the cell. I can't say he raped him. I can't say he did nothing to him. But he got out our cell and went in the cell.
Yeah, AM/PM on El Segundo and Prairie. Yeah. Yeah, if that's the one you're talking about. Yeah. It's still there.
Good looking out, Lakers finest. Hey man, the 111s ain't acting right, man. Maybe after the 111s see this Watergate interview, the 111s will step up.
I wish the homie Black Dog was still alive, man. I love Black Dog, man. Black Dog was the homie. Hey man, Black Dog was the homie, man.
Look, man, before I had KMV, when I still had the camcorder camera, this is after I interviewed Nugget, and this is after Black Dog got out the pen. Me, Roscoe, rest in peace, and Boo Boo from Q102 was hanging out together. And we seen Black Dog. We hollered at him. We talked and shit. And he said, come on, come to the hood. We went on 111th. And Black Dog, I asked Black Dog, I caught him when he was, feeling good and shit. And we had already spent some time together. I'm like, Black Dog, you do an interview on the history of 111? He said, yeah, I got you. I said, when you going to do it? He said, we do it in about a week. Black Dog got killed about a week later, man.
Yeah, man. That's my boy, man.
Man, I wanted that interview, though. Malik Hassan. I stepped out on y'all going strong. Damn, that's a cold bandit story. Yeah, Malik Hassan, good looking out. Yep, real talk. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, gotta be early, huh? Message to KMV. Message to KMV. When you go on Amazon and they ask you to pay extra for shipping, don't do it. Just get the 5-day free shipping. Because this motherfucker came, if you take away Sunday, 2 days. So don't pay that extra $7.99 that they try to charge you. Just get the 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's something I find useful for myself. It's something I feel like I really needed, and I'll tell you why I feel like I needed it.
Cameron? Oh yeah, I remember you told me. Yeah, I remember you told me you was getting one. Yeah.
Right, exactly. This shit's small as hell too. Come with the little battery. Because people think them cell phones is the shit. They think cell phones capture everything. I done dropped my camera already. No, I just dropped the plug. Oh, no, that's the battery charger I dropped. Yeah, people think camera phones is the shit and take care of everything, but really they don't. Unless you got a hell of a camera. So, yeah, I'm good, man. So, this shit is tiny. This shit is smaller than my finger. So, you carry that around in your pocket and you make sure you get all the nice shots and shit. So you don't miss nothing. Yeah. So what happened, and I told you already, Crazo, but I didn't tell the KMVs. What happened is I was telling my homies I wish I took more pictures of Nipsey Hussle over the years. And I'm saying, who gonna carry around a big ass camera all the time? And back then, them little Blackberries wasn't getting the job done. You take a picture of somebody, that the picture actually be so tiny, so distorted and shit. And so with this, I could capture special moments now. And so what happened was I started going through my disc, all these, I got like a bunch of these and shit, these hard drives. I started going through those and I found a bunch of pictures of Nipsey. And I was like, oh shit, I did have a bunch of pictures of Nipsey. I just never went back and seen them. So I didn't even know I had them. Because a lot of them was before he blew up, before he became famous. And so when I seen them pictures, I was like, oh shit, imagine I got all these pictures with a big camera. Imagine if I had a pocket camera. Then I would have really had a bunch of pictures. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. When you at funerals and shit, birthday parties.
Hey, Kev, hey, let me take you back a little bit, Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, remember the homies? Remember the homies used to be in the pen and they would ask you to send them flicks, and the homies would go right to the store and buy them $5 Polaroid cameras and hurry up, take some flicks right quick and get them developed.
Yeah. That shit's so tiny, smaller than my finger, man. So that's cool. That's what I needed. You want to see? Thanks. Yeah, my baby gave me the majority of the money for that camera.
Pimpin' Kev, Pimpin' Kev.
Man, I ain't got no pimping in my blood. I'm just a player.
ABP always be playing, huh?
I'm a player, baby. Oh, am I a player?
Perlana, what's up, Perlana? I think I follow Perlana on Instagram.
I'm too nice to be a pimp.
I was on her page the other day. She real cool.
Yeah, she can't wait to meet you, Perlana. She's gonna escort you around Vegas.
Oh, Perlana live in Vegas?
No, Perlana's coming to the meet and greet.
Oh.
So
hey, where you from, Perlana?
You have a partner to hang out with. She's from Louisiana. She Creole.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lakers finest, man. I be at the car wash all the time, man. Oh, he said Hoover and El Segundo. Yeah. I think it's abandoned now, if I'm not mistaken, or even if it's still there, I'm not sure.
Perlana said, "Okay, she's gonna hang out with you."
You gonna hang out with me, all right?
So the females can't be Mac kids and maniacs. Y'all gotta come up with something new. She said, "I am not Creole. You come from Louisiana. You Creole and don't know it. Look at the color of your skin." You know she eating crawfish and all kind of shit. She knows she go fishing on Sundays. They pull over by the swamp. Pull out their little fishing pole and throw that shit on. You be passing down the road and they be all on the side of the road and shit. I'm Perlana.
Hey, I had a lot of fun in Louisiana, man. I made a lot of money in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Messing around in Monroe.
Let me tell you my experience about Louisiana. This ain't for baby Smack. This ain't for baby Crazo. This ain't for Perlana and nobody else. This is my experience. When I went to New Orleans, I first got on the elevator with a bunch of people, mostly white people. If I had closed my eyes and heard them talk, they sound just as black and ghetto as us, man. They sound just like us. All right, and so he got a question, but I want to finish my story first, Crazo. So, damn, I forgot my story. Joe Mosley fucked my story up. Go ahead, Crazo.
I used to hustle down in Monroe and Rayville. That's in the north part of Louisiana. Well, down there they say Rayville, but you know it's Rayville. And then I was in New Orleans for the Essence 2005, man. Oh my goodness gracious, I didn't want to leave.
All right, so I remember what I was gonna say. So my cousin, he took me to this high-end restaurant down there, somewhere close to what is the spot where everybody go? Not Bill Street. What's the street where everybody go in New Orleans? You know what I'm talking about, man.
Oh, Canal Street.
Is it Canal? It ain't Canal Street.
Yeah, Bill Street, Canal Street. They're two of the main streets in New Orleans.
Yeah, the French Quarters, man. So we go to eat. We go to eat, right? And they come. The waitress come and hand me a menu, right? And I open up the menu. Nigga, I wasn't finna eat nothing on that menu. They had alligator this, and they had frog feet, frog legs, and man, a snake this, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, y'all really eat this shit? Like, this is a real menu? Motherfucker had possum on there and all kinds of, man, you got me fucked up. Nigga, take me around the corner to get some pizza.
Hey, look, hey, that happened to me too in Louisiana, Kev, right? We go to this chicken shack. We had just came, you know what I'm saying, everything. We just got there. So we stopped at a chicken shack. my bro uncle, Big Sam, shout out Big Sam. He took us to a chicken shack, right? So I ordered me a 3-piece and all that. And the girl, the sister, she asked, she's like, what on the motherfucking dirty rice, man? What is that, man? Everybody, they laughing at me and shit. I ain't never heard of no damn dirty rice. They explained it to me. I'm like, oh yeah, give me some of that, man. That shit was good, motherfucker, man. I had never heard of no damn dirty rice. She was like, you want some dirty rice? I'm like, hell no. She was laughing. That food good in the motherfucker though.
Man, I couldn't eat nothing on there. I'm like, get me up out of here.
Hey, but that alligator is good though. I was driving the truck, me and my boy, when I was driving teams, we had drove through Houston, we was picking up a load like in the morning, so we had to spend a night. I went to this one spot, man, they had alligator, man. I had to order some of that shit. I'd never had it before. That shit was good though.
Man, your dirty rice is cool though, and I don't even like seafood.
Harvard Gangsters are not in Gardena. The Paybacks are in Gardena. Harvard Gangsters in LA.
Man, I wasn't finna taste no alligator, no frog, no possum. I wasn't finna fuck with none of that shit. I thought it was a joke at first. I thought my cousin just had me on fucking some undercover film shit.
Yeah, Bourbon Street, Canal Street. Yep.
Yeah, it was Bourbon Street is what I was trying to think of. Beale Street is in Memphis.
Yeah, Beale Street in Memphis. Yeah, you're right.
It's a knockoff for Bourbon Street. Yeah, Mac vid. Yeah, I got 15 squirrels on the grill as we speak. Nigga, show me a picture, nigga.
Hey, look, I be watching them channels on YouTube, man. They be cooking squirrel and all kind of shit. They call them limb rats. Hey, Keith Claus said he used to be using them what's the names, them $5 cameras.
Oh yeah.
Keith Claus, old big old 7-foot regular LA nigga, man.
Keith Claus, see, that's a Hoover for you. No disrespect to the Hoovers, but a $5 camera.
And he got millions.
This nigga got millions of dollars in buying a $5 camera. Nigga, that camera, man, come on, Keith Claus. You gotta do better than that, my nigga. They don't even have a camera store in Hoover Hood. Nigga, from 43rd to 112, nigga, you will not find a camera store. Nigga, they don't have no mall around they hood. Nigga, man, come on, man. That's why all Hoovers dress alike. You ever notice that? You ever notice that, Crazy?
All the Hoovers dress alike? No, I never tripped.
Man, all the Hoovers dress alike, man.
Oh, I got my Class A's a few years ago, like 3 years ago, something like that. But the process is real simple, man. You can go online. They can direct you to all that, man. I would advise anybody to go get their Class A's, man. You'll never be out of work unless you don't want to. They sell squirrel at Jim Dandy. You bullshit. For real, Ronald Green, that's crazy. I ain't never had no squirrel, but I be watching that shit on YouTube, though.
Crazy, you gonna try squirrel. You just look like you would eat a squirrel.
Hey, I try that shit. I don't give a fuck. Hey, listen, once a nigga eat pussy, you might as well try to eat any motherfucking thing. What's the difference? Shit. Tell a good pack out story. Man, you can't tell them stories. Hey, a lot of times y'all be asking about certain stories and naming certain names. You got to remember, people got kids. Some people may be resting in peace. You can't, you know what I'm saying? I love to tell a lot of stories, but you know, some might take it as being disrespectful and all kind of stuff. So you got to kind of pick and choose the story.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so sweet.
Am I sweet?
Yeah, you sweet as hell. squirrels don't eat nothing but nuts. Cleaner than chicken. Hey man, y'all keep eating them squirrels, they're gonna start putting steroids in the squirrel. We're gonna start seeing big ass squirrels running around the neighborhood.
Oh, G Miller, you gave B-Rat his name? Yeah. I actually told B-Rat a good story, G Miller. I told B-Rat a real good story, man. B-Rat name was ringing, over there in the Center Park. Well, you laughing at the story, kid?
I was laughing at what Keith Claw said.
Oh, what did he say? I'm way behind the comment. I can't fuck with squirrel. I barely started eating my wife. Keith Clausen hit that black hole, huh? When I'd much rather eat alligator frog leg bass smelling.
Hey,
Somebody say I banged white fence in the institution back in the day, Kev, Joe Robles. Hey, shout out my boy Puppet from White Fence, Puppet handicap. Puppet was crazy as a motherfucker from White Fence.
hey man, so since y'all eat frog legs, can we categorize a frog as food?
Frog legs is food? Yeah, why? Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so I got a question for all the Mac heads and maniacs. Name all the dudes that you heard from a gang. His gang name is Food. You can find their name on a menu.
Pie face. Potato head. Tacos, spaghetti, hot dog, frog, hog, pig, yep.
What else?
Potato head.
Rabbit, chicken.
Neck bone, yep, nugget, yep.
Neck bone was a good one. That was a good one.
Lunch meat, string beans, cookie. Polo cheese.
Oh, you killing it, Crazo.
Biscuit, corn dog, pineapple.
Fish, gator, yep, good one.
Catfish, nacho.
Turtle, good one. Is turtle.
Meatball.
Do people eat turtle?
Meatball, hamburger.
I met a few hamburgers. 9-0, 6-2, East Coast.
Bone, cricket, grasshopper, bear.
Somebody
pumpkin.
said coffee cake.
Hey, pumpkin, Kool-Aid. Peanut. Rooster. I ain't never seen rooster on the meme. Man, that's chicken. Rooster chicken.
Somebody said pudding. Grasshopper. Bear claw.
Jello.
Oh man, that bear claw make me want to go get a motherfucking glazed donut right now.
I want them donuts be good, the motherfucking kid. Hey man, I had a maple bar the other day, cuz that shit was good, the motherfucker.
Straight fire.
Man, just warmed up just a little bit. What was the dress code for the raves back in the 80s? Shit, just like every other crip in LA, Compton, Watts.
Man, I sure hate I missed my niece. My niece cooked tacos and shit for the Super Bowl, man. I sure could have used some of them tacos.
Oh, yeah.
My man said crispy team time.
Hey, kid, somebody got a question. Say, what made Hoover turn criminal?
From an outside, so I could give you an outsider's opinion. Maybe Keith Cross can give you an inside opinion. But
yeah, we do got Keith up in here.
Yeah, but from my experience, and I'm not speaking for the Hoovers. Again, it's just my opinion. The Hoovers that got into it with the A-Tray gangsters, and there was some shootings, and they were writing on the wall, everybody killer, Crip killer, gangster killer. They was writing prankster killer. So they had so much beef at the time. Once they started beefing with the A-Tray gangsters, they just start crossing out all gangsters. So where did that leave them? That left them in a position where they wasn't getting along with nobody but the Long Beach Insanes or the Paybacks and Shotguns for the most part. And so, I mean, basically they felt like they wasn't Crips. So one of their homies, I'm not sure which one, the name slipped my mind, said, you know, they're going to be criminals. And so when they was coming in the module, when I was in the module, they was coming in the module, they wasn't pushing Crip. They was pushing criminal. And I told the story one time that my hood, the 4 Deuces and the 4 Trays had got at the 8 Trays and was like, you know, like, what's up? You know, y'all need some support. And the 8 Trays was like, no, fuck no. Like, nigga, this our shit. And, you know, they was having words and shit. And then that shit got squashed.
Yeah, I remember I was in the Crip module in when matter of fact, when I was with Peanut, I think that was like 96, I think.
Yeah.
And the boy Lil Jughead, he was the first one I had ran into, Lil Jughead from 11 Dudes. And he was saying criminal. I was like, damn, Lil Jughead, what's that? He's like, man, the homie stopped not pushing Crip. I'm like, damn, for real? And that was 96. That was the first time I heard of it.
Mm.
Man, somebody mentioned Baby Shady, man. Baby Shady, that's my boy from 7-4, man. Joe Mosley, you know Baby Shady? Yeah, Baby Shady, my boy, man.
Melly man. Man, again, I can only tell y'all the fact that they was beefing with everybody. And we got pictures. I put the picture in one of Monster Cody videos. The homie Baby Smack had took that picture long time ago, man. And they was dissing everybody, man. They dissed all the gangster cars.
Oh yeah, Keith Clark said right. What to what I had said about the homie Lil Jughead, he was in 96. He was in the module. History doesn't what is a turning point that turned the gang life history on its head and wish you could turn it back.
What's up, Melly Mel? You should have tapped in, Mel. I'm gonna get out of here in 10 minutes.
Where Melvin at, man? Where young Melvin?
He right there. But I gotta get to this bebop shit in 10 minutes, man.
Is something coming on tonight, kid? Oh, Ricardo Lil. Oh, Lil Shady. You said depend on what, kid?
It all depends on if I can make it, if I could get it up and bang approve of the video, man.
Man, had to give me some of that kettle corn, man. You be popping that history, man, to get the popcorn ready. Oh, Lil Shady wasn't selling white. Yeah, I didn't know Lil Shady, but I knew Baby Shady from 7-4. We was in camp. We was in Camp Afterball together, and we ran across each other in Preston. He was on a different cottage in YA, but we was in Afterball together though. Baby Shady, a cool motherfucker too. Yeah, man, I be having to get the popcorn ready, man. When Kev Mac go in, man, he be coming on dropping jewels every day. So you don't just get the videos and the history of these different sets, gangs, and neighborhoods, but shit, Kev Mac be dropping jewels on the live shit. The lives go in just like the interviews do.
Yeah, the lives are just a little drawn out, but I think some of the lives, it'd be a lot of gems in these lives, man.
What was on Queen Street before Mac 10, Crazo? I have no idea. That's way on, man. That's far from us.
Big Slam can tell you. Chief Claus, good looking out, bro. I appreciate it. Chief Claus posted a picture of him and Kobe Bryant on the court. That was a unique picture, man. That's a classic. I mean, this come up over and over and over and over again. We'll get to that. We talking late 80s, mid 80s. We ain't there yet. We'll get there. Just be patient. We'll get there. When it's time to get there, we'll get there, dog.
Have I ever ate chicken feet? No, I ain't never had no chicken feet.
Yeah, I definitely think it's on its way out, not just because of demographics, but I think demographics got a lot to do with it. Just people are tired of the violence and going to prison. The prisons are fucked up now. The county jail's fucked up now. And then when you got people, you got a couple of generations of older people now that can actually give the youth more ammunition of why they should bang, why it's watered down and why it ain't cool, and give them alternatives of things to do in life. So I think it's dying out. You know, I remember I had a couple friends tell me that the Hoovers wouldn't exist no more in 2023. I'm like, hell no, Hoover's still gonna be there. The Hoovers got a lot of territory right there. I think they still gonna be there, and it's gonna be residue. It's gonna be residue of a lot of gangs left, but some gangs are gonna disappear. What up, Crazy?
No, you had mentioned the Hoovers, but yeah, everything you said about the gangs dying out and that stuff, that question, I agree with everything you said. But something very unique about the Hoovers and they hood or they set is them Hoovers, by the time they 20 years old, 22, 23 years old, a lot of them be like G's from they hood, because them Hoovers, man, they be from the set in elementary. They be really little kids, 7, 8 years old, really from Hoover, man. They granddaddy from Hoover, they grandmama, they mama, the daddy, all the cousins. They be in elementary school gang banging like a motherfucker. So they get 20 years old, 22, 23 years old. They be like G's from they hood, man. That's one black gang that kind of start out like Mexican gangs do. Like if you from Hoover and you really grew up over there, and you live over there, man, you come out the womb throwing up an H.
Man.
I keep Claus laughing. Man, Ricardo Gant, man, it's a bunch of homies out there in Moreno Valley. Paris, Hemet, all that. Yeah, Kingo, what, man? Them Hoovers be young, they be gangbanging, be 7, 8 years old and be serious too.
We're not having a Tyrone Tate for season 3.
I like Tyrone Tate interview. That was a good interview.
I loved it, but when you calling me, hitting me up for money, you want monetary gain, and your video made like $30. I can't fuck with you, bro. It's just not on no interview shit. You know what I'm saying? But I love his interview. I love his demeanor. I love his knowledge. I would love to have a lot of more shit with Tyrone Tate because he's a wealth of information and a solid dude, well respected dude. But these dudes don't understand economics and they don't understand the blood, sweat, and tears for me to get to where I'm at today. They don't understand the work and investment in the cameras and Wi-Fi and computers and hard drives and all that. They don't understand all that shit. And so I can't do nothing for you until I get rich. I can't pay nobody for no interview. That's not what these interviews are. That ain't what we do. Like I told you guys a long time ago, Alonzo taught me. Hey, cool. I'm gonna call you back in 5 minutes. I'm on live right now.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Why didn't we do a top 10 for season 2 just like season 1? Because I didn't want to offend nobody. You know, some of these dudes get a story, they get a testimony, and it kind of does a disservice when you don't put them in the top 10. Because it was so hard. You know what I'm saying? It was hard for people to pick their top 10 the first time around. So when you leave people out, kind of didn't fit right with certain people. And so I decided, let's just do your favorite videos instead of a top 10.
I mean, people can always post their top 10s in the comment sections and all that. That's all
well,
good.
you could do that. But I didn't want to participate in promoting top 10 no more because of that reason.
Yeah, Alpha Ball. You crazy.
Right. Which is true, but again, I don't condone that.
Yeah.
What up? We're looking out, Dorian. Who's that with them headers, man? Who's that with the exhaust pipe? Y'all over there building cars?
We're on my side?
No, on Dorian. Somebody said get yours for season 2, Crazy. He probably can't even remember what was on season 2.
Man, I had to go back and look, y'all. But I like Monk. I like Luke Doc. Man, a bunch of them, man. Everything. Hey, listen, man. Kev Mac videos is the Motown of YouTube. Classic after classic, hit after hit. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta like every video, but I know if you go in this catalog, you're gonna find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you might like. So, you know, it's another thing too, Kev, and let me say this real quick, Kev, before you say something. We go to school, 1st grade through 10th grade, 12th grade, 6th grade, whatever. We learning about Marco Polo, Christopher Columbus, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. We don't know nothing about the next door neighbor that grew up 50 years before us. Although a lot of it has negative undertones to it, as far as, you know, the killings and the destructions and tearing down neighborhoods and stuff like that, it's still history. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This history is just as important as the history that you learn in school. You know, so you know not to make the same mistakes going forward, or even learn how to keep your children out of harm's lane or out of harm's reach. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I just want people to stop being so negative. You don't choose to get in front of a camera, I respect it. I definitely understand. But for those that are willing to give the history, it's needed.
Mm-hmm. You know what I say about this history? When you give Crip history or blood history, to make it more fun and make it for everybody, all you have to do is be mature and respectful. You can say whatever you want to say without distance. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to point out what hood you got a problem with. You don't have to point out the person's name who asked you beat. You could tell these stories and keep it broad. as long as the history gets there and your personal bio gets completed, so people would know that you are a G from over there, or a rider, a factor from over there, and then just give your point of view. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to call out each other's sets. You don't have to call out the person whose information you disagree with. All you got to do is tell the truth and keep it respectful.
Yeah, I mean, hey, watch this, Kev. Your last name is, say, Johnson, Jackson, Henderson, or whoever. You know from where you came from. You know your daddy's last name, Henderson, who your mommy is, and everything else. But you are whatever Crip or whatever blood or whatever Pyru. Why wouldn't you want to know the history of what you claiming and what you sacrificing your life for and what you writing on walls and going to jail representing? How can you actually say a person hit you up, ask you where you from? You tell him, well, I'm from such and such hood or whatever, and you don't even know who started that hood. You don't even know why y'all got a problem with this other neighborhood. That's what the history is for. A lot of times these little kids get put on these neighborhoods. They be from the hood 1 or 2 months. Next thing you know, they go to jail for 3 or 4 years. They get out. They 8 years older or whatever, and they still don't know why they claim their neighborhood or who started their neighborhood.
Some don't even give a fuck.
But look, too.
Let me address Lakers Finest real quick. See, here go the thing. And you may be joking, or you may be new, or you may not understand, but I'm gonna put it in perspective for you. Rebo has stage 4 cancer. So we can do an interview with Rebo, and y'all can like him and see this dude that everybody talk about that was in Monster Cody's book and everybody got respect for, or you can not see him at all. Now, which one do you want? So you would fall under the people that just don't give a fuck about the history or these faces or putting a piece of the puzzle together and just go on and die. So that's what we're faced with when we're doing this history. We're getting old guys, and they may have health problems. They may have problems with their memory because they did PCP so long. So you have to figure out, do you want these interviews or do you not want these interviews? You know what I'm saying? And I'm more willing to have a motherfucker spitting on camera or a motherfucker with no teeth on camera so we can get that history, so we can put these pieces together, as opposed to not getting it all. Like X, rest in peace. Mr. X, rest in peace. We was in contact for like 2 years, and Mr. X wanted to do an interview bad as a motherfucker, and then he got throat cancer, so he couldn't talk. He was in chemo. He was taking his treatments and shit. Then he got better, and he hit me, and he was like, I want to do the interview. Call me. Let's do the interview this weekend. I called, and some woman answered, and some woman said he needs his rest, and don't be bugging him. Don't be bothering him. So we never got that interview with Mr. X. Mr. X died recently. So it's things like that, bro, that you have to say, do we want the history or do we not want the history? Because these dudes are up there in age, and I told you guys a couple lives ago, the life expectancy for human beings in America now is like 74, 76 years old. So we talking about interviewing dudes 65, 66 years old, 67 now. For the dudes that started in 1953, they're gonna be 67 years old this year. So these dudes are up there in age and have health problems. So it's a small window of opportunity. We have to get the interviews that we can get. And so, for those of y'all that believe in God, say a prayer for Rebo. Let's hope he beat it and hope he come back on KM Videos, because he wants to come on KM Videos. His wish is to come back on Kev Mac Videos with Bitter Dog Bruno. That's his wish. He wants to be on here with his old childhood friend, Bitter Dog Bruno.
Hey, Kev. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, let me add something to what you just said about that also. To Lakers Finest and others that may have left things like that comment in the past and stuff like that. Be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact, Lakers Finest, I don't mean there's no kind of way you see me in public, don't even ask me about it, but I'm sure you wouldn't say that to Rebo to his face. It's especially without counsel. I know Rebo personally. I was locked up with him. I mean, just be respectful, man. Be respectful, man. Just really think about what your fingers type and what you press send on, man. Because some people can take offense to that. That man fighting for his life, but at the same time, he took time out of his treatment and all that stuff and getting rest and things like that to give a history of what's going on in Compton and abroad and throughout the prison system back when he was going through it. So be mindful of what you say and be respectful, because dare I say, it's some people around Rebo that you may run into, Lakers finest, that might not take kindly to what you said and might have an issue with what you had to say, as far as with negative undertones. So if you got something bad to say or negative to say, just keep it to yourself, man, and push past the video. You don't even got to make no comment like that. That shit ain't cool, homie.
And let me say this: Lakers finest apologized. He said he didn't know, so he wasn't trolling. He wasn't being funny. I thought maybe he was being funny because he put that smiley face, but so he apologized. So that's that. But like Crazo said, that was for everybody, not just Lakers finest. That was for the people in the past that had the same comment. And I want to piggyback on something Crazo said. This man took time out of his treatment. Let me say that again. This man took time out of his treatment for this interview. He could have said, man, I'm trying to live. I'm trying to worry about my treatments. But he left the treatment facility to meet us for this interview. So give it up for the man for doing that. And he's so strong. I was told that he might not make it to the interview. Well, that interview is like 2 months old now, and he's still with us. So he's a strong dude. And it was the chemo that had him spitting like that, because it takes away, it dehydrates you. It dehydrates you. And so that's why he was spitting like that, man. It has your mouth dry and, so there it is there. Good looking out to his brother for helping make that interview happen. On top of the Park Villages wanted their history done. So that's that. Good looking out, Louis Akins Jr.
Hey, that's why the lives are so important, Kev, because a lot of things can be addressed right off the cuff.
But I got to get out of here. I got to get to this.
Instead of people blowing up your Instagram.
Yeah. I got to get to this Bebop Watts, man. Maybe I'll come back on tonight. If I get me some Hennessy, I'll be on tonight. Y'all take it easy. Y'all take it easy. There's no Monday Night Football, but there may be some Monday Night KMV. Stay tuned. Good looking out for all the super chats. Good looking out for coming in, Crazo. Hopefully I'll see y'all tonight. But for sure, I'm trying to get this Bebop Watts up tonight.
All right, Kev. I'll holler at you, homie.
All right, peace.